Okay, so we had a request from Carrie Elmore wondering how to blend two images together. So we have this top image. Let me take off the background. And she wants it blended into this bottom image. So we're just going to click the bottom image off for now. And we're going to work on getting rid of the white here on this top. And we can do some corrections later. We don't want to do that section because it looks like it's taken my bow line, so I'm just going to step backwards on that. Okay, let me delete what I have so far, and then we're going to go on really close here, and we are going to actually select, deselect. We're going to try to get this area in here, and see how it's still taking out part of our bow line? We don't want that, so we're going to step backwards, and I'm actually going to use the magic wand tool, which is going to go by color. And so it's going to give me a nice, good, defined line right by that bow line. And I can get the rest of this out and get this out over here. So I'm doing this in Photoshop now, and then after I'm done, assuming my daughter does not wake up, I'm going to go ahead and do it using a combination of the Eraser app and Pixar, I believe. So let's delete that. Oh, are you stuck? I don't think you're that stuck. I think you're okay. Okay, there you go. And now that the background's in, you can see just little bits of where you still have a little bit of a border left in there. Hey, you're okay, bud. I know you can get out of there. So what you can do is you can come in here. Let's go ahead and turn that background back off. Let's make our brush way smaller. That should be fine. And we're going to come in here and we're just going to clean up our edging here. Okay, and this is where you can take a little bit of time doing things like this. So you want it to look good. Come in here and clean up this edging right here. Be careful to not get too much of the bow because you don't want to take off. You know, when your toddler bangs his head against your computer, it might make you make a mistake. You know, step backwards, it's all good. And I also have it softened right now, and so it's giving me a little bit more of a grace. So we're going to go ahead and leave the background on and finish this. So take out just the really bright spots that obviously weren't supposed to be there. This whole line can probably go off a little bit. Okay, let's zoom out and see. Looks like we've got a little bit here that can come out. Soften this up on this side. Okay, let's make this even smaller. The white around the edge here, you technically could clean it up, but it's not really. Over here it's a little more so we can get this probably a little bit. But it's really overall not too bad, and it kind of adds some depth to it. So I really wouldn't worry about it. Even though I already started doing it. Because once you start doing it, then you have to finish doing it. Okay. Again, this is using my MacBook with Photoshop, and I'm currently just using the eraser tool, and I'm cleaning out the white. What I did was I just dragged both of the photos into the same document. But if you do not want to do it that way, what you can do is you download the photo. You're going to download both photos, save them to where you can find them, and then you're going to open up the backdrop that you want, and then you're going to do File, Place Embedded, and it'll just bring in your second image here. So let's see how that looks. And then from here, you can just make sure it's kind of layered onto your thing. And then I don't actually know if these are for an atlas or not. So I'm just going to leave this like this. If it is for an atlas, then you're going to probably need to curve this bottom text in some way up around this and then make it into a circle. But that is how to layer one image on top of another in Photoshop.